Oh, no. Here, I see how it's working. Best of 5 grand finals. That's how we're doing things over here. And we're going to have... there'll be a break between semis and bronze finals and the grand finals. And that's going to be at around 2 in the morning, basically, Central European summertime.
Oof. Sucks for you.
Ah. No, I'm fine with that. Let's get into game, though. Just seeing that they started here. I've been having my head turned the wrong way. And I'm gonna electing Clock as the person to watch off the beginning of this.
I'll be taking a look at Avenged, and I completely lied because he just got stuffed by a rocket. So it looks like Benzona and Rafa are going to do what they did the first game that we watched. They're going to be doing the same strategy of the 2-box idea, and again with that rotating defense. Is always a very dangerous thing to go up against. But we have a flag grab here from Avenged. 42 HP. He's going to rocket jump out 13 HP. He's going to take his luck, and Griffin there with the rail. Nice shutdown.
We've got another flag touch, though. It's ID this time. Griffin's going to eat the dirt. Now we're getting his own rocket jumps. Oh, he actually swings over there. Another one? I'm going to keep watching ID because he looks like he's taking it all the way home. Just 1 minute it took him. Not even that. What a
perfect timing
movement.
Perfect route. Well, let's see if Red can rebound with this this regen. It is Isolor that picked it up, but I think he's a fresh spawn. He has nothing but a rocket launcher to his name. I take that back. That rail is also there as well. So does take down Rafa. That's going to leave a gap in the defense for Blue possibly. And yeah, especially with Rafa going getting that mid spawn again. You know he's going to be calling for the defensive help, but Isolor is going to actually double back. He's not going to be very aggressive with this regen.
He's not hitting much at all, to be honest.
Exactly.
But he eventually gets over. I know he like circled the entire map. He tries to come in to support his teammate, but he's a little bit late. He might just wait for his respawn. It's next to him, and everyone dies. This is it. It's a flag touch, and Clock's got it. He's trying to pick up any scrap of armor that's nearby. He's going to move around the corner. Direct rocket on Avenged. ID next to him. But 3 all pile in, and Clock drops off. His time has run out. Huh? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Okay. Let's keep following.
Yeah, it looks like Rafa is pushing out again.
That's not. Sorry. There is Rafa. Rafa's cam.
Rafa double back. He's going to set back up on defense. But let's take a look at Isolor. He's going to be going down to that low part of the base and get stuffed by grenades. Quickly shut down. And so is his buddy. I don't know who came in behind him, but he was taken out as well by Benzona. So another push here. Let's see if Benzona can do anything against KGB. KGB missing these rails. Finally connects and takes down Rafa and Benzona, but only 39 health left to his name. Avenged, on the other hand, has the flag and has a friend to help him along. Make that 2. ID is behind him as well. He does take a rail, but that 50 is going to be essential for him to stay alive. And he runs into 3 players. He needs to get the hell out of there. And he knows it, but it looks like the enemy flag carrier is double back into the base. Let's take a look and see who it is.
No, they managed to get the flag kill as he chased around. Is KGB going to be going more aggressive though? He's got the quad.
Yeah.
So if it's not defense, maybe this is the way that they're trying to rectify things. I do though with a flag touch.
He did so much damage with that plasma. Oh my god. He does have a friend in right behind him. KGB still with that quad. And Avenge is going to be coming right behind, getting that fly pickup. That's a nice move from him. Takes down Griffin with a rail. Anticipated the chase. Beautiful work from him. Lands another rail into Griffin.
Oh my god.
Misses that 3rd. Finally takes him down at 50. Oh, looking tasty.
Look at the charge though from Isolor. He still couldn't make anything happen, and Avenged continues to survive. He's got to break out though. I think there's a rail in the corner, and he is going to land. KGB hits it. ID now surviving. Is it going to be 2-0? Is he going to make it across? There is no further assistance. Well, I lied. KGB almost.
Yeah, and ID dodging that 1 plasma ball that would have killed him. He had 20 HP, just dodged it perfectly. Was able to stay alive to get that cap and bring it home. So Isolor taking down Rafa. That's a good job taking out the D of the blue team. Looks like Rafa to get that rail spawn, so we'll be stacking right back up to get back to his position. Just take a look, see at what is happening in the red base. Looks like it's clear for now. KGB just stacking back up. Take a look in mid. It looks like Avenged is going to be pushing in. Yeah, this ID right behind him. They're pushing in the same spot. KGB sees it, does land a rail, but there's 2-on-2 here in the red base. One of each go down. KGB and Avenged are to the left, and KGB finally finishes it off. Shuts down that push.
I'm going to check out some of the red attack. I actually, honestly, KGB being a little bit more defensive now. He was kind of stretching out a little more. I think after they dropped a couple of caps, they're right. Okay, KGB may be better if you stick in base. So I think he's got the ball on chain now. By his flag. I'm on clock. What's he going to be gifted with? It spawns in just a second. He's going to get the regen. Much like the other power-up. And Avenger is actually going for an attack. He's been very good on the attack. Clock dies though. ID's plasma. Look, Clock pissed. And now I think they're going to be pincer move. Oh, not quite pincer move. Avenger's next to him though, and he's got a regen also. And now
We're actually going to split ways. This is interesting. They're going to meet back up in the middle here. Nice little pincer move from the guys in the rocket jump from ID. Make that two of them. Oh my god, that rail from Griffin. That was so clutch. Griffin was at that. Oh, look at that. Oh man, that was a huge shot though. Save that cap. That was a perfectly placed rail. Just a little pixel shot, so.
Oh yeah, it was tidy. ID, I'm watching him and he's literally spent the last 15 seconds on a bounce pad. I think whatever plan he had in his mind there just was not working out for him. But he's moving in, he's got Avenge next to him. There's actually a lot, I don't think he was expecting two in there. And I'm going to move back. Actually, no, Avenge died as well, so let's go on to Clock now. Rafa trying to get his hands on him. Quite literally. Oh no, Icelor survives with 2 health. There's the flag touch. Finally, I think Icelor's been dying a lot so far. And actually, as soon as we switch over to Avenge, I think Icelor lost his life. Now it's Rafa.
Let's see if he's getting a little help from his friends. He's got one. He saw that it went down. So the rocket jump was option B, but Griffin is there again with the rail, shutting down that run. Beautiful work from him.
Oh, Rafa on 1 HP. How long can he survive? Icelor eventually takes him out. Now we've got the power-ups. Icelor's got quad. What's the other power-up? Oh, Avenge managed to take it out. Mutual frag up at the top. Okay, I'm going to check out KGB for a little bit. That quad's still on the ground. Avenged eventually gets it, but I'm going to continue checking out KGB. He really needs to secure some caps for his team. Avenger out the corner, but he dies to KGB. This is going to be double quad. Oh, wow. Benzona is so sneaky.
It's a nice little flick rail, but unfortunately that quad was dropped in the enemy base. So that is going to be quad for Rafa and just denies Clock completely. Shoots him away from that flag. Get out of my base. Nice work from Rafa taking out Icelor as well. So let's take a look at ID and Avenge. They are pushing right now. ID does have a YA to his name. Definitely beneficial on this map. Every little bit of armor is always something that you will gladly accept. And ID stealing shards away, stealing everything. Here's that fresh spawn, so he's forced up top, and he does have friends to help him out. He makes it across mid. There's almost nobody there. Does have one person behind him, but able to land that rail, gets it in there, and sneaks past Clock for the third cap of the game. Takes down Icelor to boot. 23 HP. ID going beast mode as we're used to seeing. All 3 caps for the blue team right now.
This is why he made this cup, so that we could watch him do this.
Right.
This is all. He knew that he was going to kick some ass. He just wanted to show everyone that. Let's have a quick look at the board. He's gotten all 3 caps. No assists on the board, because he doesn't need assists.
What's an assist? He assists himself.
Yeah.
Does that sound weird? Because it's true.
No, exactly. Okay, Avenged with a touch. And actually, Griffin will go down, so he'll have to continue pushing across. Maybe now ID will finally let a teammate get an attack. It's just he's getting prodded everywhere. And well, there's no one in the way. It was just a completely deserted part of the map.
I'm going to stop calling them flag touches. I'm going to call them flag caress.
Flag
caressing
caresses.
the flag. We got a quad though for Rafa, and he did doing his little traditional move. He's going to pull out from that D position.
It's ID
next to him. ID has quad as well.
ID and Rafa flying towards you, both with quad damage in hand. Could you be any more terrified?
Exactly.
And it's actually Rafa who's still got the quad. He's going to take down Icelor. There's a flag right in front of him. He's trying to... Griffin Interesting move by Griffin not to go directly to the flag. He's trying to mix things up a little bit over here. But 4-0 at the moment, and Team 3 are in trouble. They need some of them points, because I think they're going to be stone cold last in the group if they lose this. Even in overtime would help them out a little bit. Let's switch away from Rafa for a bit.
I'm taking a look at ID, seeing the offensive stuff he's putting together.
Okay.
Looks like Avenged is already in the red base, and he's hauling ass to get in there. Avenged does go down to KGB, but this is a good time to attack as well. Even though there are two there, Griffin, Wonderland on the action, does take down ID without any harm really put onto him. But Rafa, on the other hand, getting a little bit of pressure from the other team, is very, very weak. You hear him screaming, but he does keep that flag at bay. Avenged, though, 7 HP. Up to 50 after those two 25s. Make that a third 25 and make that a fourth. That's nice. All about timing, my friends.
Oh, nice work by Iceland. Very, very nice rockets. But Avengers just managed to stack up immensely. This should be a 5th cap over here, but it's cross-capped. Iceland looking for some direct rockets at very difficult angles. And that's Avengers. He's made it through.
Yep.
Flag carrier got killed, and right now Team 3 are just continuing to suffer. Oh, sorry guys, my key just locked in over there. We'll chill on ID for a little bit.
The huge air rocket that just hit ID went up the jump pad, and a vertical air rocket from somebody coming out of that mid door. That was beautiful. But luckily he does have that regen. He doesn't have to suffer too much for it. And KGB is left in his way. One more defender. He does take a rail, but he has 32 HP and a friend. Isolor with that fresh rocket spawn. And ID's gonna grab that 50. Oh, but Griffin was able to survive against Avenged and then eventually take down ID. But ID right back at it with that spawn in the enemy base. Let's see if anything happen here with weak defenders.
I'm just gonna leave it on ID cam right now.
Might as well,
because he's just providing us with just amazing action at the moment. Seems to be getting success after success in his flag capture endeavors and grenade catch endeavors.
He's got great eye-hand coordination, I can tell you that.
Don't try to juggle these balls.
A little bit of deja vu, some more grenades coming out at him. Griffin is going to back off a little bit and rely on KGB to help him out with it. Griffin is screaming, but is able to take down ID with a rail. Actually, I'm going to switch around a little bit. I want to see if Red is mounting up anything as far as an attack is concerned.
They got clocked there, but Icelor's wasn't attacking. He was on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
The thing is, ID and Avenged are just synergizing amazingly, and I think that the Red attackers are struggling a lot more too.
Oh yeah, you compare the attackers for each team. The Red attackers almost have no kills, and ID and Avenged on the blue team are, playing offense and leading as far as frags are concerned. So they're doing a lot of self-work here. But Rafa is going to be getting that regen. He's probably going to be taking it back on defense. I don't imagine they would really need it on offense, but Avenged able to steal away. That quad goes down very quickly, but clock. And ID is going to pick up the last remaining seconds of this quad here, able to do a little bit of damage. Griffin is going to back off desperately. He does go down, but the MG behind him, and a well-placed rocket from KGB. ID just jumps right on top of it.
KGB stacked now. Can these guys get a cap whatsoever? I'm not so sure at the moment, because this blue team is deadly. And a little bit of pressure once again from ID, but resulting in nothing this time, almost a surprise. Let's see, he's going for another charge in. Does he have a teammate around? Not on this occasion. Just trying to get those extra points from lunging at the flag. Let's see Reds, what they have to. KGB so weak after ID's attack. They're just kind of trying to work on this defense more and more. Like, they need to stop going 2 in the box, if that's what they're up to. They need to have 3 on the offense as much as possible. And Avenge, he's just worked his way in. I mean, like, that's the thing. Maybe they should put in 3 defenders or something, because whatever the blue team throw at them, they're still killing the death.
Red flag returned.
Alright, let's watch Avenge. See if he can make a charge.
5-minute warning.
Oh, can't dodge too much. There we go. KGB on the regen. Is there going to be a quad for the Blues? No, we're going to have regens all around. That one's still up on his spot.
Oh, wow. I do the massive rocket onto Icelor in mid-air, taking him down just so he could gather up that regen that was left from Avenge. And I think he's going to be in the background here with this regen. A little annoyance from Icelor, but he's actually going to push on to the offensive and let the rest of his team take care of the impending threat from the red team. He's doing a good job at it because Griffin is extremely weak. The KGB is stacked with a 250 stack. That's massive on this map, especially. And the other YA is still up. He's actually going to bypass it. He's going to take a rail, and 3 people are just going to gang him at the same time. Beautiful work there from blue team, getting that flag back from a stacked KGB. And ID, look at him, went alone into the enemy base. Had, I think, help from 1 person. Wow, at 1 point there, and his whole team just meeting in mid, bringing it back home.
Yeah, they're just making it look pretty easy at the moment, these guys. ID is just completely leading his team to a very strong victory though. Griffin hiding on the sideline, eventually taken down, but every time ID dies, he makes sure that he does more than his health and damage.
Exactly.
Like double at least sometimes, so.
And it's always beneficial when the offense on your team has more kills than anybody in the game.
Yeah, like that's not common to have. Right now, the Reds, they're going to have a long, harder talk with each other during the break after this game before we get over to the playoffs. Let's have a quick look actually at the scores. ID's got 45 to 40 kill death. That's a lot for an attacker on this map. You'd be lucky if you have positive KD generally. If it was a really even game, like I'd be very surprised if he had more than like, I don't know, 30 kills, 50 deaths or something. That might be normal.
Benzona hands off that quad to ID, and Regen is still floating around out there somewhere as well. I'm going to take a look and see who has it. It is Clock, who has 200 health because of it. And it looks like he's sticking around in the blue base until he can get that help from KGB. We do have 2 people now, and KGB actually has armor to his name as well, but that quad, he sees it at the top of the stairs, and he does not look happy about it. He took so much damage there from grenades and rocket splash. Oh. Does take down ID with that quad, but Rafa right behind him just hauling ass at him with that shotgun, able to take him down. And Rafa is going to take the last bit of that quad and misses the rail, unfortunately, and Icelor will take him down. So blue, D is left open just a bit.
Alright, Clock wants him to get out of his way. Alright, he's got health now. How can they take it across mid is the question. It just seems to be a trap everywhere they go. Hit up by Plasma, spotting the green kills. It's Rafa getting into position. But the teammates securing position at least a little bit, but as soon as he steps into line of sight, he is a dead man.
That is such a tight corner, and there's so many people there. Rockets coming from every direction. That's the last place you want to be as a flag carrier. But Clock right back at it again. Both flags are out. It looks like Rafa is the one with the red flag. It is, and Clock goes down so fast. There's always 3 people with the flag carrier for blue.
Rafa's under pressure. Did he drop? No, Rafa's still there. No, it's ID who's just hitting these sick drive-by rails. And Rafa turns up late to the party. 7-0. We haven't had 8-0 yet today, but are we going to be about to see that?
Got a minute to do it, and I think it's definitely possible the way things have been going. Griffin is the only one left in the red base. He's a fresh spawn too. I think all he has is a shotgun to his name. I think he's going to be able to defend very well with that, but Benzona, especially stealing away the enemy regen with Avenge right behind him, that's not looking too good for the red team.
And ID's got the other, of course.
He's got the other one. Just the power of dominance right now is just amazing.
Here it is. He wants to charge into the enemy base. His teammates, I think, have died, so he's going to be a little bit late. What kind of damage can he do? Hurting KGB a lot. But he's got regen, and this should arrive the team to the end of the game. without succumbing to an 8-0 loss. Well, let's have a look if there's going to be another charge. I'm going to watch KGB till the end of this. And people flying down the staircases, but they are to almost certain death. That's going to be GG, Fear. We got 7-0 on this last group game of the day. Well played to ID, Rafa, Benzona, and Avenged.
That's impressive.